Traditionally, assertive men are viewed as leaders, but assertive women are viewed as bitches. Juanita, is this still true in 2015?
I have to say, sadly, it still is true. I think there's a difference between being assertive and aggressive. I mean, when you see an assertive, strong woman, the first thing that some men want to do is tear her down by calling her the B word. It's unfortunate because I think we can be strong, capable leaders without having to have that perception of us.
Okay, Sarah, do you agree?
I agree they do feel that, assertive, strong women are bitches, and I mean, that's their opinion. The whole thing of it all is that men are going to be intimidated by a strong, assertive woman, and they don't want to say that, but that's what it is.
Joella.
Well, I would like to say that I don't mind the word bitch. I think that it's a word that we should take back. I'm a bitch and I'm proud of it. I go for what I want, I get what I need done, and that's not keeping me from moving up in my business. It's not keeping me from my rights as a performer. It's not keeping me from being with men or being satisfied. It's like any word. It was a word that's used to bring us down, and it no longer should. It's a word we should take back and be proud that we're strong, aggressive women and say, yes, I'm a bitch.
I would not be proud if anybody called my mother, sister, daughter, aunt a bitch at all. That would not make me proud.
Knows what she wants in life.
An
An assertive woman knows what she wants in her personal and professional life, and she should ask for that when she wants to. And she shouldn't worry about someone calling her a bitch.
It's how you present yourself.
I mean, if you're calling other people like, oh, you need to do this for me, blah, 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 that's demanding.
It's one thing giving orders, and it's one thing working with your subordinates.
Let me hear what this guy says.
I would never have anybody call my wife something like that, and if she would call herself something like that, that would be very disrespectful. Yes. So I understand you're trying to take the power back from the word, nothing against that, but it still is what it is. I mean, you can look at it on the screen and you see how it's addressed. And I think people still see it that same way. And if a man said that to you, you would be very disrespected and feel very offended by that.
Yeah, and I think that, oh, yeah.
You couldn't even say the word.
I want to agree a little bit on tone. There is a way you can assert power in a gentle way and show leadership without having to be degrading to somebody, without having to insult somebody, without having to make yourself feel better than that person.
Exactly.
And kind of going back to what we've been talking about this whole panel, the issue of control with men, right? If you're always the one that's paying for food, if you're always the one that's out working and the woman is always dependent on you to be in control, I think that the guy gets in their head that I'm always supposed to be in control, and if a woman challenges that control, well, then I'm going to judge them, and that's just where the bird bit.
It's about balance. It's about balance. It's not control.
I disagree.
Controlling is somebody that is so-called a bitch, or, and let's just say, not all women are bitches. There are some men who are in power who act like bitches,
Amen. That's the D word. It's the D word, not the B word. It's the D word.
Now we're into something now. Because that is a very true statement. Look, this is a hard one because I was uncomfortable as I read it because the B word was designed to, as you all obviously know, to keep a woman in place. Oh, she's a B. No, she's handling her business, she's taking care of her business, and she's in charge. See, like she said, the power to take it back. Just take back the power. Don't own the word, because to own the word is still a negative connotation. It's just like the N word. Everybody trying to make it acceptable. You can make it acceptable if you want to, but if the wrong person say it to you, you ain't gonna like it as acceptable. All right, so how did the audience come down on this one right here? 80% of women say that assertive women are still seen as the B word, whereas 22% of the guys saw it that way. So this has really been a great panel. It's the first time we've ever done this. The audience was great today. Thank you all. Thanks to the special panel for weighing in. Hey, folks, welcome. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click here to subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss a single hot new video, some really good stuff. And then I want you to click here to see more clips from the show right now.